Hey, what's going on, everyone? SurgicalSnipes here, back at it again with another Diablo Immortal video. What is going on, everyone? In this video, I'm going to be talking about this thread I made. I just made a thread today talking about class balance. All right, it's a very important topic, and I believe we need to have this discussion with Blizzard. So hopefully Blizzard will see this video or they'll see this thread on the official Diablo Immortal Discord, and we can get the discussion going to try and fix this big issue in our game, right? In Diablo Immortal, in the PvP, which is the class balance issue, right? So I'm gonna be reading what I put down, and yeah, if you guys have some comments about PvP, if you're a PvP player in Diablo Immortal, and you have some thoughts about class balance, right? You could agree what I'm saying with you can agree with what I'm saying or disagree with what I'm saying, right? All the comments help out in letting Blizzard know that what the community wants from PvP. So this is just my opinion. This is just my opinion on what I think about the whole class balancing thing of what I see in the battlegrounds or in the other PvP modes like Conquer PvP or Alley of Blood. And yeah, hopefully you guys will want to check this out. So, anyways, I'm gonna read the thread here that I just posted, and yeah, here we go. All right. Blizzard, I would like to have a really deep dive PvP discussion regarding one-shot immune to damage, untargetable builds. The way it is right now, and it's been like this for a long time, is well, the PvP in the fair play modes like Conquer and Alley of Blood, it's just just 1 to 2 shot battles. And if classes can heal / regen also, and others classes can't, then it really becomes one-sided action. I didn't read that right. What the hell? Okay, let's try this again. The way it is right now, and it's been like this for a long time, is well, the PvP in the fair play modes like Conquer and Alley of Blood, it's just 1 to 2 shot battles. And if classes can heal / regen also, and other classes can't, then it really becomes one-sided action. If all classes had all those things included in their build, then it would be a more even PvP battle instead of getting one-shotted or dying because the other player's invincible / untargetable. For example, if I fight a Barb, I take out his whole health bar. His Undying Rage procs. He's immune to damage. He's now immune to damage. I won the battle already. I took out all his health and he's rewarded with invincibility. I'm either half health or almost 0+ on cooldown, and he gets the cleanup kill. How does that make sense? In my opinion, for a much balanced PvP experience, either all classes have essences that grant immune to damage / untargetable, and it's all the same amount of time. Like no class should have even 1 more second of being immune to damage / untargetable. That way nobody can complain that the only reason they're dying is because the other guy was invincible / untargetable. Or we disable all immune to damage untargetable effects in PvP. And lastly, no 1 or 2 shot builds possible. Should take a good 5 or 6 direct hits to drop the health bar. Not 10+ hits, because then the battles would take forever. What does the DI PvP community think? All right, y'all. So that was the thread I just posted, and hopefully the PvP community will all put their opinions on my thoughts about all this class balance topic, and hopefully we can clean up the game. Hopefully we can we can fix this, because I know there's a lot of players out there that get frustrated and annoyed by the imbalance of what's going on, and right, I'm very frustrated about it, right? I get annoyed so much when I'm trying to, I'm in the battles, and then, you know, it just says immune to damage, or the guy's untargetable, or I can't even hurt him, so it's just one of those things, y'all. Like, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense how some classes have these skills or effects in their essences and in their builds, and other classes don't have that. Right? I mean, shit. I'm fighting players that are invincible, for crying out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell? What the hell I got to do? I could be a good player and all that shit, but if I can't, freaking even hurt the person, then it's a pretty one-sided thing, right? And that's the opposite of balance, right? There should be at no point it should be like that, So, I think this needs to be addressed. I think a lot of players, I'm sure there's a lot of players that feel the same way. And yeah, hopefully Blizzard will hear us and get this fixed. And the issues of class balance will be resolved. Now, between one of the two things that I suggested, right? The first one would be to make everybody have those same kind of effects, the same kind of immune to damage time or untargetable time. That way, it's completely even. Or disable everything, right? Disable the whole immune to damage and untargetable effects. Which one's better? I don't know. We'd have to test it out, on how that would play. Right? It's either, if you do it with option A, right? This one right here. Option A. I should put that in there. I'll put that in there once I finish this video. I'll put option A or option B. Right? Some people might even add more options, but I think option A and option B is pretty good enough already. So option A, all classes have essences that grant immune to damage or untargetable stuff, untargetable effects. I think that would make the battles way longer. But maybe not, because it's already tough enough as it is. It's already long enough as it is. Long enough as it is when I'm fighting a guy that's immune to damage. So it's better. It's if I have the same immune to damage ability or skill or effects or whatever, then the battle should be pretty much around the same time frame than it is now, And then, of course, if we do option B and we disable all immune to damage untargetable effects in PvP, then the battles will be significantly shorter now. You see, and I'm not asking for the 1 or 2 shot builds either, right? I want those to be taken out also, right? Lastly, no 1 or 2 shot builds possible. Should take a good 5 or 6 direct hits, That way, it's a battle, That way, that gives room for players to either outplay their opponent or time to escape, because it should be where let's say a guy gets hit first, right? But if he executes his mechanics, if he outplays his opponent and he outplays the person, then he'll have a chance to win that because he outplayed him. So there should be room for that, and I think between 5 or 6 hits, 5 or 6 direct hits, that should be enough. That should be enough, because 10 hits, then the battle's gonna take way too long. All right, y'all. So those are my thoughts on class balance in Diablo Immortal PvP. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, or in this class balance discussion thread that I just posted right now. And let's get the community talking. Let's get the PvP community talking. And I'm looking forward to what you guys have to say on all this, because I know we have a big community here for PvP, and If we can get this fixed, then the quality of life and our PvP experience, the community's PvP experience, the Diablo Immortal community's PvP experience would be that much better. And it'll be way less complaining time and more PvP time, more epic battles, more epic outplays, and more unforgettable matches, in the battlegrounds and in Conquer PvP and Alley of Blood or whatever PvP mode that you guys play, All right, y'all. That's it for this video. Again, let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one.